What's up, kids? Good to see everybody. So, this is a phrase we use often in our mastermind training in our group, the groups that I get to teach. Do work, get results. We say that all the time. Really, let's be honest here, folks. There really is no get rich quick scheme out there. Okay. Yeah, there's a few that sound pretty plausible, and we all see the hokey marketing and advertising around it. And truly, anybody who's made it didn't make it overnight. I know there's a 1 in a million shot, right? But really, if you're going to build a sustainable business, if you're going to build a lifestyle, if you're going to do something like that, you really have to make sure you're in it for the long haul. Hey, what's up? So good to see you. Make sure you're in it for the long haul. Make sure you're in it for the right reasons. Okay. So, do work, get results is critical. The big question then, obviously, is which work? Like, what's gonna work? I've tried so many things, Chris. It's so hard. How do I actually do what I want to do? Okay, so for everybody in our community, you're an entrepreneur, obviously. You own your own done for you agency, you're doing some one-on-one consulting, and you're looking to build a group coaching program or mastermind. I get it. No matter which space you're in, the work is pretty much the same with a few twists. So let's dive in and talk about that. Dan and Inja, um, hope you guys are doing well. So good to see you. Can't wait to see you on our live Q&A later today for the group. So good to see you guys. All right, so let's talk about this. The work you got to do is prospecting, offering, and delivering. Let me break those down for a second. This has to happen all the time, okay? Prospecting is a never-ending process. I used to think, and I used to buy online courses and all kind of stuff that would be like, oh, it's the one and done prospecting system. You set it and forget it and all that kind of stuff. Nobody who's tried this out believes that anymore. Okay, that's not real. I was listening to even Russell Brunson the other day talking about funnels. I used to be in Russell's mastermind. Phenomenal program. Love ClickFunnels. I don't even know how to build a funnel. Just great people over there. Prospecting always happens. They're constantly changing ad copy. They're constantly running ads. It's not a set it and forget thing. Okay, folks, it's not the way it works. Organic prospecting is something we talk a lot about here because until you have the organic side figured out, until you know what's going to reach your market, what they're going to respond to, you really shouldn't be running paid traffic. You're just going to spend a lot of money for no reason. You got to sort out what's working. Okay. Organically is the easiest way to do that and actually keep your brain engaged. So prospecting matters. Prospect, prospect, prospect. My team prospects 5 days a week. We're always prospecting. Okay. That's a really important piece. If you're out there on your own doing this, put a time block in your calendar, 30 minutes a day, something doable, but get out there and prospect. Talk to real people, have real conversations, ask us questions if you don't know how to do it. We have tons of material here for that. Prospect, prospect, prospect. Okay. Prospecting is really from that cold relationship up to the point where somebody actually wants to engage and talk with you, jump on a Zoom call with you, join one of your lives, do something where they're actually hanging out in your space, where you can actually talk to them more ideally one-on-one. Okay, so from a cold relationship to a warm enough relationship where you're going to have a conversation. That's the prospecting piece, okay? Then you get into offering. We're going to group offering and selling together here for the process of this step. The offer, you're like, Chris, I got to figure out my offer. I don't even know what I'm selling. What's my group or mastermind program going to look like? What I'm going to charge and how many weeks is going to be and what's the curriculum going to be? I get it. I get it. There's lots of stuff there. But here's how it works. Your offer is helping someone who you're prospecting to make a transformation they want to make with your expertise. You got to prospect before you know exactly what they need help on. You might know a lot of things you could teach them, but that's not what's really important. You got to know what they need your help on. Okay. And then I promise you, your offer is way simpler than you think. Your offer is not going to be this really complicated process. It's going to be a simple thing that helps them move to the next place they want to get to. You already know how to do it. You're already an expert. You just need to find out what they need help doing, help them make that move. And part of that offer is also selling, right? You have to give them a chance to take advantage of what you're offering. You got to say, would you like to be part of my group program or whatever that is? That's part of the offer. Prospecting nonstop, like not only nonstop, 5 days a week. I don't mean going live 5 days a week. Y'all don't see me go live 5 days a week. I mean just being out there in the community, putting prospecting as a daily priority for you and or your team is so critical. Doing that, if it's done correctly, organically, will give you a lot of opportunity to offer what you're doing to real people after you listen to what they really need. That's a really big piece. Activity generates success. All right. No activity, no success. If you got nobody on your sales calendar, you're not going to be selling anybody anything. You got to have activity. You got to have a predictable way to generate on profile leads that are able to pay you. Okay. That's good prospecting. You got to have a way to create and understand what they need so you can make an offer that's relevant to them and helps them move forward. And then you got to deliver. Most people who are going from a done for you offer or even a one-on-one consulting offer that want to build a group mastermind, have your own high ticket mastermind of some sort. Most people start with the delivery in their mind first. They're thinking, I know what I want to teach, and that's what they focus on. And then they kind of work backwards to, oh yeah, I need some prospects. I get that. I was there too. I used to do that too. And finally, some people sat me down like, look, quit it. You need to focus on the prospects first. The people who really matter most in this whole equation for all of us, no matter who we serve, the people that matter most are the people in your audience. They're the people that you're prospecting to because they're the ones who are going to pay. They're also the ones who are going to transform their lives. They're the ones who are going to do the work that you recommend them doing so they can get significant results. So everything you're doing has to be built around, what do these people need? Who are they? What's really going to help them move forward? That's what's most important. So make sure that delivery matters. When you do get to delivery and you've got a group built or you're doing one-on-one or done for you, but if you're building a group coaching program, make sure that when delivery happens, you deliver rock solid gold stuff. All right. You got to give them an A+ experience, 5-star resort experience. They're with you because they trust you and they need a transformation. That's your privilege in your job. And that's so great. The thing is, for most of us, I know many of you in my community, y'all are amazing humans. Like anybody on the planet would be so lucky to be in your group, in something you're leading, because you're the kind of people that are committed to getting people real results and seeing them through. That's amazing. Well done on delivery. The thing is, if you don't prospect and make the right offers, there's no one to help, right? And that is so, so important. So bringing this up today, I started this conversation with do work, get results. Remember, that's what we say at the end of each of the masterminds I get to teach on a weekly basis. We say do work, get results. But I understand everybody wants to know, well, what exactly is that work? We break that down very thoroughly. That's the point of having a mastermind group, right? So you can teach people. For this conversation, though, make sure you're focusing on prospecting, offering, and then delivering. Okay. You got to have a way. A coach of mine, 10, 15 years ago, this guy's name was Brian. I paid him $2,500 to take him to lunch to ask him, like, what do I need to do? I was getting really good at the business I was running then. We were getting tons of referrals, but I was scared. Referrals, like, I knew they were there, but I couldn't make sure they were always there. And I would have ups and downs and ebbs and flows in my business and cash flow. And it was just, oh my gosh, just such a headache and such a worry place, you know? So Brian told me at lunch, this is worth $2,500 for sure. He said, Chris, if you don't have a way to predictably generate on profile, high ticket clients, then you don't have a business. I was like, okay, wait a second. I'm getting tons of referrals. It's going to be fine. He's like, no, you're getting lucky. It's fine right now, but things change. The economy shifts. People don't want to refer all of a sudden. You might work with 6 months worth of people who are just shy, introverts, and they don't refer very well. Nothing wrong with them. It's just who they are. So if you don't have a way to predictably generate on profile, high ticket leads, then you don't have a business. Well, that really hit home because he was absolutely right. At that moment, I was doing a lot of business, but I didn't have a predictable, sustainable business. So for each of you, if you don't have a way right now to predictably generate on profile, high ticket leads, then you don't have a business. You're just getting lucky. Oh my gosh, getting lucky with your income is not a place I want to be. I want to be in the driver's seat on that. and I want to be able to predict it so I can hire staff, so we can build out our systems, so we can help more people, so we can change lives, so that I can actually be sustainable and be here 6 months for you. That's so important, right? So important for you and your audience too. So get out there and make sure that you have a predictable way, like a light switch kind of way. Turn it on, turn it off. A water spigot on the side of your house. You can turn the water on, turn it off. You got to have a predictable way to generate on profile high ticket leads. If you don't have that, you don't have a business. You're just getting lucky. That's the biggest piece of all of this. I know it's so fun to talk about offers, and it's so fun to talk about sales. And it's so fun to talk about how we're going to use our knowledge and all the things we've worked for to change people's lives. But it all falls apart if prospecting is not predictable. Okay. If prospecting is not predictable for you, please, please, if I could beg you to do this, I would. Just lean in and ask questions here in the community, wherever you're finding this content. Ask questions in the comment feeds below. Send us a private message. We don't care. I got an amazing team. We got an amazing stack of resources you're welcome to lean in on. All right. Many of them are free. They're right here in the community. Just lean in and ask questions because you got to have prospects. It makes me sad when I see experts who are really good people, like givers that have big hearts and that really know their stuff and that really do change people's lives. When I see those people without an audience in front of them and without a collection of people who can lean in and buy from them, oh my gosh, there's so much lost there. This world is a better place because people like you help other people take steps forward. We got to make sure those people are around you and that you can help them because they actually know who you are and know that you're awesome. Okay. Do the work. I'll go back to that. Do the work to get the results. There's the 3 things that are the right work, and prospecting is by far the most important piece of all of that. If you can solve the prospecting, think about it this way. If you can solve the prospecting and you're just so-so at sales or not good at sales, it's okay because enough prospects will come onto your calendar. You'll figure it out. We can teach you how to sell. We can teach you how to prospect. But if you're not prospecting, then selling's not going to work because you don't have enough chances to try it. It's a little bit of a trial and error game, sales is. It's a numbers game. Man, you bet. Thanks for this one. You bet. So good to see you. See y'all soon too. It's so important to get the prospecting right. Because once you have that flow, again, if you don't have a predictable way to generate on-profile high-ticket leads, then you don't have a business. Here's the beauty of that. Once you turn the flow on, once you can turn the spigot on, the light switch on, whatever you want to call it, you get the flow of electricity or water. Let's say water. You're turning the water spigot on. You got this hose set up and you're going to go, water your garden or wash your car or whatever. Well, as soon as the water gets in the hose, if you can predictably turn the water on, then no matter how many holes are in the hose, no matter how good or bad your sprinkler is or the spray you're going to use to wash your car, no matter what's down line from that spigot, we can fix because we can see the holes and we can see what's going on. But if we don't have a chance to throw a bunch of water in that hose, then we don't have a chance to really fix the offers and fix the selling and deliver anything good. So do the work, get the results. Prospecting is where it starts. If you're not solid on your prospecting or you're not solid on your sales, lean in, ask questions, reach out, send us a message. I promise we will do our very best to point you towards the right resources. You got this. Your expertise is so important. For most of us as business owners, when we start out, the struggle is just simply, I think I know what I want to do. I think I know how I can help. I just need to have a bunch of them to try this out on. I need to have conversations. I need to make sure this works. I need to ask people questions, make sure there's a fit. We can show you how to do that. Okay. All right. Do the work, get the results. You guys are amazing. Let's get people in front of you so they can see that you're amazing too. Do work, get results.